With a yo-ho-ho, it's Tale of the Toaster. Welcome to part 51 of Zoolan's Mansion, Dark Moon. On the Brazilian main street, you must head to the very top left of the screen if you want to get a nice look at this creepy mansion. In fact, it's so creepy, it turns the day and night cycle from sunny afternoon and morning to scary dark evening. Just because the general manner of what's going on is evil and suspicious. It even changes the camera angle to what it's not meant to be. They're actually hiding a character over here, saying he's lost the flipping key. Yeah, he also gives a hint that the main entrance to this place is not what you'd think it would be. That is not the exit that I thought would be a good idea either. Yeah, so for example, there's a huge big football pitch over here overlooking the main entrance to Zoolan's mansion, but that is locked. There is a door on the right. That's not the right one either. You need to go for the door on the left, and that will get you inside this place. So you may have already noticed that I've actually got Nathan and Thor trailing behind me, who are not normally part of my squad. That's because, first of all, Xavier is just canonically part of the snooping squad. It says so in the game and the anime. But also Nathan is part of the snooping squad, important for this part of the game. This is a dead end, wow. Yeah, in the game, Nathan is part of the snooping squad, so I've got him behind me for relevance. And Thor, although he is not relevant to anything in the game, he is completely trivial and unimportant. This is actually kind of his chapter in the anime. Like, he's by far the most relevant he's ever been in Chapter 9. And so I think we should respect that. He breaks down all the doors in these places, for example. But here we've got some complicated machinery that we've managed to find. There's enough complicated machinery on the floor. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you need gears under the floor. It makes a noise. How could Zoolan ever be a Let's Player? There'd be constant noise. I think it's likely to contain plenty of evidence of Rice's wrongdoing.
Step aside. If it's technical know-how you're after, William Glass is your very man. I'll download that data in a jiffy.
I thought Mac would be here. I can't see him anywhere. Maybe he already left.
Hey presto, I downloaded the data and printed it off in this handy document. Truly, my technical wizardry knows no bounds.
And we got... You got incriminating evidence. And we are not going to look at it now because we need to get out. But it's too late.
And just where do you think you're going? Ah, we're done for.
These are the same thugs who stopped us getting to the Argentina match, so they were Rice's men all along.
You don't seriously think we're just going to let you waltz out of here, do you? I'll be taking that document for a start.
We have to take a character called Minion seriously in the days of Despicable Me.
Events have taken a turn for the worse. They've taken the incriminating evidence.
We need to get it back. You know that's also illegal, right, Mark? It's private data as protected by the Data Protection Act 1993. You can't just have it. It's not your place, but fine. We will play these guys in a soccer match. Yeah, like, these guys have taken back their own personal data, which contains incriminating evidence, and they're like, oh, but we'll give it back if you just beat us in a soccer match, which, of course, you can, because you are one of the top 4 soccer teams in the whole tournament, while we are grown men just hired to do evil wrongdoings. Of course we're going to win that, right? Well, they've actually got their own unique special move for stopping the ball, Giant Spider, and that is going to get the job done. So yeah, as you can tell, Team Zoolan are actually worth considering. They're not bad by any means. They're even getting past Thor. I suppose that's the consequence that I face when putting people like Nathan and Thor back on my team after taking them out of the squad. I take it for granted that I can just win with characters that I only wanted to show off for story relevance, but we are actually running down the timer here and failing. But of course, we've got Xavier, so it's not all bad. Can we use Thunder Beast, please? Damn! Thor doesn't have any dribbling moves, so he's going to lose that. This move's just spinning cut, but with an evil face. Good fun, good fun. Right. Xavier's getting involved now. There's no stopping him once he's on the scene. Just give it up. Let him score on you with the birth, to use its Japanese name. And then we will take back your incriminating evidence and run off to the police and end the game, right? Well, the game's not going to end just because we dealt with the villains. There's still a tournament to be dealing with. We are indeed strong enough to beat Giant Spider. What a relief and what a goal. It is a real pity that Thor couldn't have a line, though. There's the incriminating evidence in the items won, along with the backslash formation. Yeah, we got it back.
This is rather amusing, is it not? It seems you've proved to be something of a pushover, minion. Go back to your bananas. What? More of them?
I wouldn't like to meet this lot in a dark alley. I think we may be in a spot of bother.
What are we going to do? Hey, you over there! Oh, it's you.
Come on, you can get out this way, but you need to hurry.
Well, we will follow you then, mascot of Bomb Blast.
He looked friendlier than that lot. Let's go.
That could be the point. He could be a trap. In fact, you don't have to escape. You can just... Oh, no. Yeah, I was about to say, you can just run up to these guys and talk to them. No, you can't, obviously. I tried it, though. But, yeah, thanks to his interference, we can even find some friendship points. Thought it might have been somewhat more useful than that.
We'll get away in this boat.
And then back to the music we're so familiar with.
Oh, we made it, and it looks like they didn't follow us.
Thank you. We wouldn't have got out of there if it hadn't been for you.
Hold on, I know you. You're Hector Helio, the captain of Cote Victoire, aren't you?
Hang about. You're the captain of Little Gigantis.
Wow. Oh, there's something I want to ask you. Is your coach's real name Dave Evans?
What?
The thing is, I think he might be my granddad. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't. My coach's name is Dave Arrows. I call him the Chief. He taught me everything I know. I'm sorry, but I don't think he is your grandfather. Now, I must be going.
Oh, okay. Well, goodbye.
He's gone. I wonder what he were doing wandering around Zoolan Rice's house in first place.
Well, whatever he was doing, it worked out for us. We got out of there in one piece and we got the evidence we were after.
Too right. Let's get back to the dormitory and have a good look through it.
We have still got it, right?
There's something odd about all this. If that evidence was so damning, then Rice would want to protect it with his life. I get this funny feeling that it was all a bit too easy.
I mean, I agree. It was ridiculously easy. It took 2 minutes of gameplay to get the evidence. Can we wander back there? Yeah, they've cleared off the football pitch now. We'll just go past Zoolan's house to get back to where we need to go. No, you can't access the map from there. Fine, if this was Inazuma 11 Go, I'd hit the Y button and we'd be out of here in a jiffy. Instead I have to walk to the side of the screen, grah, shaking me head. Let's get back to the camp and have a look through this hopefully still incriminating evidence that Nathan and Xavier helped us get. And in an alternate universe, Thor was integral to the process too.
Sylvia has filled us in on what's been going on. You've found evidence pointing the finger at Zoolan Rice, it seems. We wondered where you'd all got to after you went to see that game. It seems you just can't help getting into trouble.
Well, they're back. That's the main thing. Now let's see what you've found. That's such a funny sentence to me.
Mark handed the incriminating evidence to Coach Hillman. What a delight!
These are graphs showing Universal Petroleum's volume of oil production.
That's Zoolan Rice's company, so it's the amount of oil he's got left in his oil fields. Didn't know that was a word in the dictionary. Oil fields as one word.
This can't be right. It looks like the oil's on the verge of running out. So you're saying Rice's oil fields are about to run dry? He'll not be too happy about that.
That's what worries me. Now, there's more data here. Take a look at this.
What is this? Missiles? Tanks? There are loads of weapons here.
It looks like they're all owned by Zoolan Rice himself. Look at these numbers. I know he's the head of a global corporation, but why would one man have this many weapons?
Could that be what he's up to? Could Zoolan Rice be planning to start a war?
What? A war?
When war breaks out, oil prices always go through the roof. Fighting a war requires a huge amount of energy. The demand for oil soars, but the supply is limited. That's why the price of oil goes up. If war broke out, Zoolan Rice would stand to rake in huge profits.
And if he was also the one in control of the weapons, he'd basically rule the world. That must be what Ray Dark meant when he spoke of the endless darkness of Rice's world. Remember what Prime Minister Vanguard said about tensions between countries rising since this tournament began? That is what my father tried to do in the last game.
We can't let him get away with this. Football shouldn't have anything to do with war.
Well, now we're armed with this evidence, we should be able to foil his plans. I'm going to deliver this to the members of the Football Frontier International Board, owned by Zoolan Rice.
That seems like a terrible idea, but go on then. Take Zoolan Rice's incriminating evidence back to Zoolan Rice. You go ahead. There will be police here, right? The Brazilian team surpass you in terms of technique, physical fitness, and vision. If you don't give this everything you've got, you don't stand a chance of getting to the final. Is that understood? Now get training. Yes, coach! So, we'll do that on the football pitch of our resident dormitory and camp, fresh with the news in our mind that there might be a war. Let's see what Sylvia's saying on Facebook about it, eh?
OMG, hashtag war.
But no, wow, has it really been this long since we last read the blog? We're even getting comments from Paolo Bianchi. Hey, losers, from Caleb Stonewall. Oh man, it's nice to catch up on this for a while. We even get the last message from Todd. It's just great in general that this blog has a variety of people commenting on it, because in the first game it was just Todd, and in the second game it was just somebody else as well. I think you'll find you picked the wrong world. Nice one, Xavier. We get comments from different people in this one, and that's nice, but the Inazuma 11 series, it's not something that scales and gets better every single entry in every aspect. The next few games are going to be worse in a lot of respects, but the blog is something which has a constant vertical graph of getting better with each game, so look forward to that.
So it was you who helped my little brother. He was attacked in the Brazilian camp.
Oh, are you on the Brazil team? I did wonder when I saw your kit. This is your little brother.
I still can't believe Mac Rabingo didn't stand up to those bullies. He did! What are you saying? He did! But it's true! No, it's not! Go away!
don't want to speak to this little kid. He's a liar.
Not being nosy or out, but what's going on with you lot and Zoolan Rice? Rabingo wouldn't ask us to throw a match unless something were properly the matter.
Que horror! Mac did that! So it has come to this. It's terrible. He tricked us. All of us. Zoolan Rice. When he first came to us and said he would like to be our coach, we had no idea who he really was. He said that he had the best training facilities money could buy. He even said our families could stay there in luxury accommodation. For us, this was the chance we had always dreamed of, but then we saw him for what he really was. If we disobeyed him or played badly, he would send his men around and we would be punished. But it was not just us who were punished, it was our families too, like my brother.
That's terrible. He's holding your families hostage.
So that's why Mark asked us to let him win. Recently, we have been punished more severely than ever. Some of my teammates have even been injured. Some players have even been attacked just before games, so they were not fit to play.
But why would anyone do that to players on their own team?
Zoolan Rice does not care about that. We are just tools to him, to be used and then discarded. Mac knew that you were strong opponents. That must be why he asked you to let us win. He wanted to do all that he could to ensure we would not lose. He threw his pride away to protect his teammates and his family. But that's terrible. He felt he had no choice. We have to do what we can to survive. If we lose, it will cause so much pain and suffering. I can't believe anyone would do this.
There's no need to cry. We have evidence that links Zoolan Rice to all kinds of crimes. It's on its way to the board of the FFI. Once they see it, Rice will be arrested, and you'll be free.
Serio? Can this be true? Obrigado. Thank you, Inazuma National.
You don't have to thank us. Just give us a fair game and may the best team win.
Hisso mesmo. You've got it. I will let everyone know. Muito obrigado.
Right, guys, let's listen in on what the kingdom is saying.
Keep it down, Bobby. We don't want to get busted. If we want to know what Zoolan Rice is doing, we gotta keep our cool.
Hey, Mac, what's the matter with you? Would it kill you to pass the ball? Pah.
Mac, che vocotem? What's the matter?
Interesting. The subject is experiencing problems controlling his powers. Well, no matter. This is just an experiment after all. Banana!
Whoa, what's going on over there? That doesn't look like teamwork to me.
They act like they're hiding, but there is nothing concealing them at all. They just stood on the other side of the river. That's right, run away.
So the upshot is that we didn't find out much of anything about Zoolan Rice. How'd you guys get on?
Well, I'm sorry to have to report that a certain Diego Torres got into some rather hot water with the board of the FFI.
Che, no fue mi culpa. It was not my fault. The guard would not let me speak. He just threw me out.
Well, leaving Torres aside, it is kind of strange that they wouldn't even listen to Edgar. If Zoolan Rice has the FFI board members under his control, then we're in trouble.
You didn't expect that?
Che, hold on a second. What do you mean leaving me aside?
Look, I very much doubt that all of the board members are allied with Rice.
If some of them are in league with Rice, then we must find out who they are. How about everyone on his paycheck?
I guess this is gonna take a while. It'd be good if we could get some results before Mark and the guys play Brazil.
Come on, let's train hard. Ah, Mark, I thought I might find you here. Who's it gonna be? Aha! Nice to see you guys. Paolo, what are you guys doing here?
Mark, we want to help you train.
Huh?
Allora, we thought about what we could do for you, and the answer is that we can try to help you win. Little Gigantes, the team from Coach Victoire, sono molto bravi. They are very good. Beat Brazil, and you will beat them in the final. We know what it is to play against them. We can give you an idea of what you will be up against.
Yes, that could be useful for the Brazil match too. Are you sure you're willing to do this?
Si, naturalmente. You helped us out against Team D. We want to put an end to Zoolan Rice's plans.
Thanks, Paolo. Thank you, everyone.
We are doing this to help you, Mark, but also for ourselves. We were so sad that we could not play against you again. By making sure that you win the FFI, this will help us get over our disappointment. Forza, Inazuma National!
Okay, thanks, Paolo. And that's all pretty interesting stuff. And then we don't actually get to see it though. We did presumably have a practice match from Orpheus, who it taught us about the playstyle we'll be dealing with in the final. But before the final,
he's a grown-up, isn't he? So what if we haven't heard from him? Big deal.
Oi, come here and say that.
Mark, I've got some terrible news. I just got a call from the hospital. It's Coach Hillman. He collapsed and was rushed to hospital. They say he'll have to have emergency surgery.
what? Coach Hillman collapsed?
Coach! Mark, we have to get to the hospital now!
Right you are. Come straight back to the hospital to take things away from the tension for a little bit. That practice match against Orpheus is a little different in the anime. Maybe Orpheus helps you out as well, but certainly the anime has an exclusive match which you do not see in the game, in that the Spanish team Red Matador, who've been eliminated in third place in the group stage, they have a short match with Inazuma National instead. But more importantly, Coach Hillman, that's the line.
I'm sorry, I didn't manage to hand over that evidence to the FFI board. I was on my way there, but I was accosted by this strange gang. I felt this shooting pain in my heart.
It sounds like Zoolan Rice's thugs. How dare they?
Fear not, I kept hold of the evidence, but I'm not in a fit state to get it to the FFI board. I wondered if you'd...
Coach, are you okay?
You can't let yourself get worked up, Mr. Hillman. Your heart can't take the strain.
Your heart?
I'm afraid your coach's heart is in a very bad state. It could stop any moment. He took a huge risk not having it looked at sooner.
Coach Hillman, you hid the fact that you were unwell. Did you do it for us? Were you worried we wouldn't be able to focus if you're in hospital?
Look, that's by the by. He needs surgery, and he needs it now.
Wait a second, Doc. I just want a few words with this lot. I'm sorry. It's not looking like I'll make it to your game today.
We'll win this for you, Coach. You watch. I won't let you down. Whatever it was that you saw in me, whatever made you introduce me to football, well, I'll never forget it. There's a lot I've still got to learn, Coach. There's a lot I need you to teach me. Don't worry. I'm not planning on giving up anytime soon. I'm far too stubborn for that. Remember, when matter how tough things get, you've got to hang in there till the end. If you're not prepared to give everything you've got, you'll always be second best. Know that?
We hear you, Coach Hillman. Loud and clear.
Coach Hillman's operation must be going on right now.
He guarded that evidence against Zoolan Rice with his life. We need to get it to the board as soon as we can.
The problem is, if we deliver it to the FFI board now, we'll be late for the match.
How about that old bloke who needs a shave? You know, that detective. What's his name? Smith, is it? The board would listen to him.
Good thinking, Caleb. Detective Smith said he'd be at the game today. I bet he's heading there now. Come on, let's go to Turtle Stadium. And we get the incriminating evidence back again. Sure. Right then, in the next episode, we will go to find Detective Smith in a new island. Bye-bye.